Ever feel like your emotions are running the show? Like no matter how hard you try, stress, anxiety, and impulsivity hijack your day? Well, it's time to flip the script. Welcome to Master Your Emotions, the Stoic path to inner power. Today, we're not just talking about surviving the emotional roller coaster of modern life. We're diving into how you can harness those very emotions as a source of unstoppable inner strength. In our fast-paced world, it's easy to get swept away by a tide of feelings that seem beyond our control. But what if I told you that within that chaos lies a secret weapon? Ancient Stoic philosophers like Marcus Aurelius and Epictetus understood that our emotions, when guided by rational thought and disciplined practice, transform from wild, untamed forces into precise instruments of self-mastery. As Marcus Aurelius once said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." Catch that. It's a game changer. Now, I'm not here to tell you to bottle up your emotions or pretend they don't exist. No, true mastery isn't about suppression. It's about steering them with deliberate intention. Think of it like this. Every time you feel that surge of anger, every anxious moment before a big presentation, that impulse to react, these aren't setbacks. They're training grounds for mental resilience. They're your personal boot camp for building inner power. Imagine for a moment the disciplined calm of Epictetus, a former slave who turned unimaginable hardship into wisdom. His teachings remind us that our feelings are like a storm. You can't stop the rain, but you can learn to dance in it. And isn't that what modern life demands? Whether you're battling toxic work environments, navigating the choppy waters of personal relationships, or simply trying to keep pace in a world that never slows down, Stoicism gives you the tools to respond with clarity rather than chaos. Every challenge you face is an opportunity. Every emotional hiccup is a chance to practice discipline. Every moment of overwhelm is a stepping stone to a more resilient you. It's about turning reactive outbursts into measured insights, impulsive reactions into deliberate reasoning, and frantic energy into focused determination. So, if you're ready to stop letting your emotions control you and start directing them with wisdom, stay tuned. Together, we'll explore how embracing acceptance, discipline, and rational thought can turn life's turbulence into a wellspring of inner power. Remember, mastering your emotions isn't a destination. It's a journey, one that enriches every facet of your life. Now take a deep breath, and let's begin this transformative journey toward inner power. Welcome to a life where you command your feelings instead of the other way around. Let's dive deeper into the journey of mastering your emotions. It's one thing to know the principles of Stoicism, but another entirely to apply them when life throws curveballs at you. Picture this. You're in a toxic workplace, where criticism rains down like an endless storm. Or maybe you've just faced a personal setback that left you reeling. It's in these moments that our emotions can feel like a wild beast we're barely keeping on a leash. But here's the catchphrase. Control is not about suppression, it's about direction. Think of your emotions as a river. You can't stop the current, but you can choose which way to steer your boat. And that's exactly what Marcus Aurelius practiced. Balancing the weight of an empire with the pursuit of inner wisdom, he knew that the external world is unpredictable. Yet he maintained his inner calm through rational thought and discipline. Similarly, Epictetus, who endured unimaginable hardships and turned his status as a slave into a path for wisdom, reminds us that adversity is not a dead end. It's a detour to growth. When we overreact to minor annoyances or chase after fleeting validation, we're like passengers in a car without brakes, heading straight into chaos. But a Stoic mindset transforms that reaction into deliberate reasoning. Catchphrase. From impulse to intention, that's the Stoic transformation. Now, let's bring this into our modern world. Imagine facing constant social pressures, Those endless notifications, the curated images on social media, the silent competition that tells you you're never quite enough. It's absurd, isn't it? The more we try to control every little emotional response, the more we realize that some things are simply out of our hands. Instead of trying to shut down your feelings, embrace them as part of your human experience, and then choose your response with care. I remember a time when a close friend, overwhelmed by workplace toxicity, would let every harsh comment chip away at his self-worth. It was like watching someone try to plug a leaky boat with chewing gum. But when he started applying Stoic principles, reminding himself that he only controls his reactions, not the opinions of others, he began to steer his emotional boat with a steady hand. He learned to laugh at the absurdity of it all, using gentle irony to highlight the futility of trying to control the uncontrollable. And let's be honest, it's not always easy. The pitfalls are real. Overreacting to the little things, succumbing to the pressure of needing constant validation, or letting fear dictate every decision. But with discipline and rational thought, you can turn these challenges into opportunities. Instead of letting a bad day dictate your mood, see it as a chance to practice emotional balance. Remember, every setback is a setup for a comeback. That's the Stoic way. Here's another catchphrase for you. Discipline over drama. It's about recognizing that each time you face a setback or impulsive reaction, you're being called to practice self-mastery. This is where Stoicism truly shines. It doesn't promise a life free of struggle. Instead, it offers a roadmap to navigate through those struggles with grace and clarity. The more you train your mind to see obstacles as stepping stones, the more resilient you become. Marcus Aurelius once wrote that the impediment to action advances action. In other words, the very challenges that block your path can propel you forward if you let them. Epictetus echoed this sentiment by teaching that it's not what happens to you, but how you react that matters. So, as you face the inevitable setbacks and impulsive urges in your daily life, be it from toxic relationships, workplace drama, or the endless barrage of social media pressures, remember this: your emotions are not your enemy. They are your constant companions, ready to be channeled into power with the right mindset. Before we move on to how this mastery of emotions transforms into lasting inner power, I want you to ponder this. What if every emotional challenge you face isn't a roadblock, but a stepping stone? What if the very things that unsettle you are the catalysts for your greatest growth? Think about how you can apply this Stoic insight in your daily life, transforming each setback into a lesson in discipline and clarity. Take a moment, reflect, and let that thought simmer as we continue on this journey together. Remember, mastering your emotions is a marathon, not a sprint. Each step you take brings you closer to inner power. Now, here we are, armed with Stoic wisdom, ready to face adulthood's relentless challenges. You've absorbed the theory, learned that mastering your emotions isn't about turning a blind eye to them, but about guiding them with intention. Yet, life, in all its unpredictable glory, continues to throw emotional curveballs. Unforeseen losses, relationship struggles, professional setbacks, even the ceaseless noise of social media toxicity and economic pressure. These challenges don't vanish with a new mindset. They simply evolve. Consider Marcus Aurelius, who managed an empire while nurturing a deep inner life of reflection. Despite the weight of ruling, he practiced daily introspection, reminding himself that while he couldn't control the external chaos, he could command his internal response. And then there's Epictetus, a man who turned the shackles of slavery into the keys of wisdom. Their lives, as tumultuous as they were, echo a timeless truth. Adversity is not an enemy. It's the forge that shapes true strength. In today's world, we might not be ruling empires or enduring the hardships of ancient slavery, but we all face our own battles. A toxic work environment can feel like a siege on your peace of mind, and personal setbacks may seem like insurmountable walls. Yet these are the moments where Stoic principles can transform your life. Imagine meeting every unexpected challenge with the mindset, "This too shall pass," and the discipline to respond with calm rather than chaos. It might sound almost absurd, seeking inner peace amid the constant barrage of modern stress, but that's the irony of it all. The more we cling to the illusion that we can control every outcome, the more we end up frustrated. Instead, embrace the Stoic truth. You control your reactions, not the world around you. This is where discipline, self-awareness, and emotional control become your allies.